So the middleweight bully Janibek Alimkhanuly is finally going to get his title shot. He will be fighting for the vacant WBO. It says the vacant interim WBO, but should Demetrius Andrade beat Zach Parker, he will vacate the middleweight WBO, and the winner of this fight will be the full WBO middleweight champion. Janibek Alimkhanuly will face an unheralded opponent, a guy who I've never seen fight before, Dignum. Also southpaw, just like Janibek. Dignum has a record of 14 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 8 knockouts. Ranked number 25 on BoxRec. Looking at his BoxRec, I don't recognize anyone. And everyone on Twitter, a lot of UK fans, kept on critiquing this fight. They were like, yeah, Janibek is going to win whichever way he wants to win. It's a shit fight, as everyone was saying. But never seen this guy fight. I'm going to have to watch him as we course the fight. The date is May 21. Jamal Herring will be on the undercard. But this fight will be for Janibek Alimkhanuly will finally get his title shot. Now, Janibek Alimkhanuly has already faced 2 former title holders before in Hassan Nadam and Rob Brandt. Beat them both via 8th round stoppage. Dropped them both once each in the fight, one every second of that fight. And Hassan Nadam and Rob Brandt are the 2 most notable wins on Ryota Murata's resume. So you already got, and they're both former champions who beat Ryota Murata. So you got guys who beat Ryota Murata, who Janibek Alimkhanuly, Janibek, I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, has beaten 2 guys that have already beaten Ryota Murata. Take it however you want to take it. But he has a decent resume already. And finally, I said on Twitter that Janibek has already beaten 2 former champions, unlike Demetrius Andrade, who's yet to beat a champion, or a former champion, or any time champion, or a future champion, or anything like that. His best twin is Liam Williams, who got the floor mopped with him against Chris Eubank Jr. Demetrius Andrade took the much easier fight in Zach Parker over Janibek Alimkhanuly. And once I tweeted at Janibek regarding the Demetrius Andrade fight, I told him, you survived the first 5 rounds without taking major damage. Demetrius Andrade is all yours. Just be conservative in the first 5 rounds. Because Demetrius Andrade is a very scary fighter early. You can survive that onslaught early. He's there for the taking. He gasses out quick. By the mid to late rounds, he is completely gassed. Like by rounds 7, 8, he's gassed. He's extremely dangerous in the first 5, first 6. Even against Canelo. Do not be shocked that Demetrius Andrade drops at Canelo early. He punches from extremely, I've boxed before several times in my life. Been around boxing gyms since I was a kid. The way he punches, it's extremely hard to defend against. He punches from weird angles, catches you off balance. He's kind of off balance himself too, but he fights in a very weird style, Demetrius Andrade. And when he has his energy about him early in the fight, he's very dangerous. You get through those first 5 rounds, if you're an elite fighter, you can probably knock him out. That's why when he was supposed to fight Jermell, the one who's fighting Castellano, Jermell Charlo, when he was about to fight Jermell Charlo, he was extremely excited. Then he pulled out due to financial reasons 2 weeks or 10 days before the fight. This was, I think, when they were both champions at light middleweight. It was extremely annoying for me because I thought that fight is going to be the ultimate awkward boxer power punching fight. They're both awkward, they're both good boxers, and they both punch really hard. I thought early it was all Demetrius Andrade. If he can get an early lead against Jamal Charlo, he's safe. But if Jamal Charlo could keep it competitive, not take too much damage, he's knocking out Andrade in the mid rounds. We didn't get that fight, sadly. We're not going to get Janibek versus Andrade. Andrade is going to fight for a title again. I guess a non-champion. It's disgusting, man. It's really disgusting how Demetrius Andrade is taking on his career. And finally, Eddie Hearn is going to dump Demetrius Andrade's ass. He said he's not re-signing him. His last fight is against Zach Parker. It's supposed to expire the deal they have after the Zach Parker fight. Finally, he's dumping his ass. And I salute Eddie Hearn for that one. Demetrius Andrade, I used to be a huge defender of his, a huge supporter of his. But when he Janibek Alimkhanuly, he lost me for good. I'd like your thoughts in the comment section below if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on podcast, tweet at me at Janibek. Now, Naoya Inoue is going to unify his WBA and IBF titles at Bantamweight in a rematch against Nonito Donaire. Donaire holds the WBC. This fight is scheduled to take place in June 7, 2022. It's going to be on Tuesday morning U.S. time. Should be broadcast on ESPN because Inoue is the top-ranked fighter. Inoue holds a record of 22 wins, no losses, 19 knockouts. Donaire, 42 wins, 6 losses, 29 knockouts. Donaire, known for his very hard punching. Inoue, known as the Monster, hard puncher, very strong fighter. At a point, he fought several fights. At a point, he had 5 fights where no one made it out of the 3rd round. Really, really strong fighter, dangerous fighter, hard punching, heavy punching, explosive. All the good stuff. His first fight against Nonito Donaire was a close fight. One judge even had it, 6-6. And it wasn't as a majority decision because Inoue dropped Donaire. It was a close first fight. But that fight was 3 years ago. Donaire, now 39, 40 years old. Inoue, still only 28. Even though he got his, I think he tore his retina in that fight. And after he tore his retina, he outlanded Donaire 83 punches to 32 punches. Inoue is a special fighter. I got him in my top 4 pound for pound. And I think he's going to give us a special performance against Donaire. Donaire, a lovely character. I like Donaire a lot. But I think it's over for him. But I could be wrong because I thought it was over for Donaire. Let me just pull up his box real quick. I thought it was over for Donaire a while back. Especially after he lost to Jesse Magdaleno. I thought that was it. And I was very high on Magdaleno. I don't even know what happened to Magdaleno. I was really high on Magdaleno. I expected him to beat Nonito Donaire. Oh, he lost to Isaac Dogbo via 11th round knockout. Dogbo died in round 1, Magdaleno died in round 5, and twice in round 11. I was very high on Magdaleno, but I thought it was too soon for that test. But he goes in there. I think it was on the Jesse Vargas Manny Pacquiao undercard. I think it was, and he beat Donaire from pillar to post. Won every round, basically. Dominated Donaire. It seemed like Donaire couldn't even pull the trigger in that fight. Jesse Magdaleno won that fight very comfortably. 2 judges had it 8-4, 1 judge had it 10-2 for Magdaleno. So I thought it was done there. Then he fought Carl Frampton and lost in a very wide fight. Couldn't pull the trigger. I thought it was done again. Won a couple fights against low-tier opposition. And when he fought Inoue, I didn't think he had a chance. But he put on one of the best performances of his career. Then when he fought Obali, I didn't think he was going to win that fight. And he knocks out Obali. Then knocks out Raymar Gaballo. Now he's fighting Inoue. He keeps proving me wrong once again. But I just can't see it. I think Donaire is going to get stopped this time around. And he's going to get retired. Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Tweet at me if you're watching this on podcast. And that's it. Sadiq Boxing out.